So today, guys, I want to talk to you guys about something that I've seen a lot of new players doing. I've been going to the Dark Zone a lot recently, just testing out a lot of different builds, seeing what I enjoy, what builds kind of work, what builds would work in group play. Messing. Sometimes I go in there solo just to test a lot of different things out. One thing I'll tell you that I've noticed though with a lot of new players is they're out here farming for gear, and I'm talking about guys with like 200 shade level, 300 shade level. And one thing I'll tell you about the Dark Zone, as we're doing a little gameplay here. One thing I'll tell you about the Dark Zone is the drops in here, the rolls in here aren't that great for the risk to reward. So say if you're a new player, not only do you have to find the gear you want, but then you have to extract it. And then when you do get those gear pieces, I'm gonna tell you guys, they are super low, like very low. Like, let's see what this boss drops for us. I think it's pistols anyway, and it's hard to not. Oh no, never mind. We didn't get pistols. But look at the rolls. The rolls are pretty average. Like nothing super special. Now I will tell you there are some chests like this out here that have a chance. That have this little black logo. That have a chance of giving you an exotic drop. But usually the items you get from getting it aren't anything special, right? Like usually the items you get from inside there aren't that great. And that has been the biggest thing to me over the last couple weeks that I've been in the Dark Zone is farming gear in the Dark Zone just isn't really efficient. And it's for a new player, it's high risk, low reward, to be honest. Like there really isn't anything in the Dark Zone. We're gonna go over here to this one. I think this one's available. Looks like there's two players over here. But what I will tell you is like the amount of low roll drops I get compared to anything, it's kind of horrible. Like I feel that the drop rate over here is like, even if you see heroic or you see, oh man, they already cleared it. Oh, there's a player right here. Can I get this box? Oh, I'm gonna steal the box. I take the box though. Let's keep going. Yeah, there's no. They already cleared it out. Jeez, so yeah, see, there's players here, right? Oh, there's a boss. But look at the rolls on this weapon, right? Even the mods, like. Oh, I mean, let me see what I got over here. See, you see those rolls? Like even with clearing stuff, you're getting like 2 field recon. You get some resources. You're getting all that stuff, right? And while you do get some pretty decent XP, and oh wait, there's another one. While the landmark isn't hard at all, like the rolls just aren't great because the fact is you're going to have to extract this stuff. And if you're a newer player, and if you don't, if you're like say maybe 200, 300 shade level, which I've seen a lot of new players, you'll notice that there's going to be a lot of rogues around, right? And sometimes they come, they steal your stuff off the rogue, and you're already going to be at a oh wait, why am I on fire? Don't shoot me. You're already going to be at a disadvantage trying to get your gear out because you're fighting against players who have 20 expertise or 22 expertise, or even if they just have 1,000 shade watch level compared to your 200 shade watch level. That's just something for you guys to really. Where's he going? Oh, got a little bit of drop there. Ooh, he blew up. But that is my biggest advice to you guys is if you're new, if you're returning, if your shade levels aren't high, and you're really looking for good rolls, well, why are you in the Dark Zone? Like the open world, you can slowly upgrade the difficulty you want, right? You can put it on hard, challenging, and then hopefully get to heroic, and then have a way better chance of getting better rolls. Typically, I'll tell you, I farmed most of my gear, except those DZ exclusive gear items. I farm most of them in like the open world. Like look at this backpack, right? Average rolls on all 3 pieces. You know how much optimization that's going to cost? So that's just one bit of advice I have, and I see a lot. I've been seeing a lot of new players, and I understand, man. You guys want to go in the Dark Zone? It's something new. You could. Oh, where's this guy? there's something new to do, right? Like it's a new environment. It's a little bit different than what you typically would see in the open world. You do have those role players if you want to fight players, but if you're not, if you're not set up right, if you don't have the right build, it's gonna be a horrible experience. You're gonna get killed left and right. You may get, say you do get an exotic out here, right? You're gonna get killed. So I recommend at least get your builds together. Get that one PvP build that can farm and fight players, and then get at least 1,000 shade level, and then go in there. Now, if you just want to go in the dark zone just to kill some NPCs and then go after players or fight players when you can, hey, the dark zone is a great environment for it. But if you're trying to be efficient on farming gear, you'll see. Look, another one, average rolls. And then that's just something I'll tell you guys. Make sure you guys farm, but why risk? Why risk? Oh, that's good. Why risk that hard work or time or that effort that you did farming gear to not really get anything out of it, you know? So if I was you and I was new, I'd probably farm this open world right here, right? You see, farm whatever pieces you need in the open world. You see, you got Sokolov over here, Fenris today, Walker and Harris. Farm this. Now, if you're looking for a Matador backpack, well, maybe the Dark Zone is where you should be. But if you're looking for that backpack at this point, hopefully you probably already have a decent, like you could probably just get a Walker and Harris with Adrenaline Rush, right? From Walker and Harris area. And if you farm on Heroic, you can get better chance of getting higher rewards. So let's see what I have in my backpack. DZ resources, nothing good. So I'm just going to deconstruct it. But that's just my advice to a lot of the new players, returning players who are coming. I know I've seen a bunch of you level 200, 300 in the Dark Zone farming these landmarks. While it's a cool area, it's a different area, it's something new, I will tell you guys that the risk to reward just really isn't beneficial to newer players, right? It's high risk, low rewards, and it's just ideally not something that you guys should be really risking as a new player, you know? But it's really up to you guys. The Dark Zone is definitely a cool place to be when you get to see these landmarks. If you haven't been to them, there's a very, they built them really nice. All the DZs are unique. So they're kind of cool to go in there. But at the end of the day, if you're looking for gear, if you're trying to farm gear, if you want gear, I just don't think the Dark Zone is it, man. You got to go to the open world. To me, if you really want to get fast builds quick, I think playing Countdown is the best place to do it. Go Countdown, do it, run it, get all your gear, get your builds, and then come. But all right, guys, I just wanted to make this short video for you guys, talk to you guys a little bit about what I've been thinking about after being in the Dark Zone the last couple of weeks at farming players, and tell you what I've seen out of these landmarks, whether they're heroic, challenge. Like, I'll tell you, the roles have been subpar. To me, the best roles in the game come from heroic content in the open world or legendary if you can do that. And then obviously the same with Countdown, if you could do it on challenging, get through it quicker, or if you want to do it on heroic, same thing. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap up here. Hey, appreciate the support, appreciate the love. I'll see you guys in the next one. But until then, hey, nothing but skills out. Take it easy, everybody.